Hello there, my name is Chris Palmer. Hello there, Google SEO. This is going to be Google SEO Search Engine Optimization 2021. Alrighty, it's great to have you on. I did something wrong on the fill out, so that's perfectly fine. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be creating and walking back through and finishing off the rest of my stack training. I need to have it done for Thursday. So I'm definitely 100% taking this video down. I just thought maybe I would share some of this stuff. I got a lot of it done. I got the parts done that I can't do publicly. Some of them at least. So yeah. There you go. Hey, I want to say hi to everybody. Tommy, good to see you. Hey, brother. Lance, great to see you. Hey, brother. Lance, hey, good to see you. Hey, Chris, how are you? I'm excellent. So that's the plan. I put a coupon in. It's not going to be done till Thursday, but I gave you guys a coupon if you want it. Great. That works out good. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to, oh, not this one. Let's get rid of that stuff. So you can use the coupon if you want it. If not, we're going to start walking through. I have quite a few of the pieces done, you know, before you start and watch this, the welcome, the intro, presentation, folder optimization, forms, and then this one right here, I just did this. I had to do some of the, like these before you watch, I had to take care of, especially this one. I didn't want to do that publicly because there's a key element that has changed, and that's not something I just want out floating around because I don't want it to get patched up. So that's that. So this one was the sheets. Okay, and I wanted to do this a little bit different this time. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to go ahead. Chris, can CTR manipulation be used for Amazon affiliate websites? It can be, but without the proper optimization already on the website, you can do all the CTR in the world. If you're not already, semi-close to the finish line, right? Page 2, top of page 2, on page 1, but at the bottom, just looking for that burst, because if we're at the top of page 2, bottom of page 1, then we obviously have the nice combination that we're looking for. The only deciding factor from that point is user signals. If you have built up enough relevance and enough authority to make the top of page 2 means you probably need some more links and some more authority, right? If you're at the bottom of page 1, now you start to decide, now it starts to be more of a user signal based algo, right? In my humble opinion. All right, so hopefully that helps you out. I'm really trying to focus on brand. What I've been focused on for myself is brand. I'm also inside of some other groups where we're doing some high level stuff for business and SEO. So I'm in quite a few other SEO groups. I'm learning, I'm implementing, I'm talking, I'm consulting, I'm working. I got rid of all of the smaller clients that I have. I'm only working with about 2 that are really only 1, but 2 technically that are bigger accounts. They have a lot of locations, so it's more than enough work to sustain my life. I have one really good website that's going well. I've been dabbling, so I really want to focus on producing higher quality training and focusing on my brand and helping more people. That's the objective, right? So now you guys know what my goal is. That's why I'm doing the trainings, and I think that I'm not gonna lie to you. I heard Gary Vee say it. Don't document, right? So I think that it's really cool. Like, not only was I able to share with my audience I'm giving away pieces of the training complimentary, so I'm giving you awesome information, complimentary. But I'm also documenting the process, and I think that that's awesome. I think it's great. I'm not gonna lie to you. I heard Gary Vee talk about it, and for me, it resonated with me. Like, hey, why don't you document your journey? Like, I'm making another training, and I want to share it with you guys, and I think it'll be cool. And while I do it, we could talk, and we can communicate. I can answer questions while I build my training. Right? And I think it'll be fun, and I think it'll be great. I literally just got out of a small mastermind that we have. My good friends, I used to have partners before I started doing this, but we do a little bit of testing, more on the grayer side of things, right? So I was meeting with them, and it was pretty cool, some of the stuff they're working on. And don't worry, guys, it all funnels back to you guys. Stuff that I pick up that I don't mind sharing, I always bring it back to everybody, right? So, just know I'm always listening. I'm in quite a few groups. I'm always listening and learning and implementing. So, no worries, guys. I am in the weeds, my friends. Just because I've lowered the amount of clients does not mean that I'm not conducting SEO every day. I'm never ever gonna sell out, dude. All right, so here we go. Chris, what do you think about a palm tree as your logo? Mr. Moneyman? Who the Mr. Moneyman? Chase? It looks like Chase Reiner's. All right, before I get into this training, I gotta go and see. Is Mr. Moneyman freaking Chase? Who the heck is Mr. Moneyman using Chase's logo? And why are you using Chase's logo? I'm gonna message him and tell him. Let me see here. So, confirm, sure. Confirm, sure. Sure. So here, let's go inside of here. Chase Reiner. Chase Reiner. Entrepreneur. Okay. So we're going to ask Chase if he's the money man. Sign Commander, yo, what's up? Mr. Moneyman, are you Chase? It's ridiculous. That's Chase. It is Chase? Okay. Well, it's concerning. I have, I like Chase, and I don't, I had another guy take my name, right? It's my name. It's all I have. It's all I have is my name, right? And then they're like messaging people about like Forex and all this kind of stuff with my name, my logo, my face, right? I take that, that's unacceptable. All right, so so we have some laughs. I'm glad you guys got some laughs out of me. All right, so we're gonna get into work here. What we're doing is we're building out, or just finishing up some of the details. This is the rough draft to the PDF. Now, there's some videos that will not be included within the PDF. This is going to be the walkthrough. The reason being is there's two very particular videos within the training that I don't necessarily want everybody to have, but this was going to be the step-by-step walkthrough. I'll make it pretty in Canva, but I'm making it, I'm doing the rough draft in here. I'll make it pretty or whatever for distribution. But I did a quick, I gave you guys a coupon if you want a coupon. Because I'm thinking, only because this one I'm putting a little bit more time in because I'm going to make a PDF. You know, I'm doing more of a individualized step-by-step, and there's a few more details in here. I'm probably going to elaborate a lot more on the part of, you know, just building entity, because what I'm finding, and what also some of my students or some of the, you know, I guess members of my consulting group are noticing, is when they are adding keywords, they're bringing in traffic then for those keywords. The associated Google site, the associated website is now picking up those keywords, even if it's only temporary. So there's a lot more things that I'm realizing as time has progressed since I initially made the first training. So, you know, things have changed. So that's what we're going to do. So that's number 4. And then number 5 on this is embedded Google Forms. Okay. So that's the forms, and that is number 5. Okay, now number 6. So 6 is going to be, I guess in this one what we'll do together is the mind maps, because I think that will be a helpful, I think that's a helpful section. Actually, you know what? Let's not do the mind maps. I'm going to save the mind maps. What we're going to do instead, because this is public, and these are just as powerful. So what we're going to do inside of here is the drawing. Right. Are these considered drawings? Oh, slides. My mistake. Okay, so the slides are a powerful element. Okay. So inside of the slides, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a screenshot of this. Okay. Like this. This is going to be the slide, right? And then what we need to do is we need to come over here to paint. I like paint. We're going to go in here to paint. We're going to paste it. So I realized after I did this a couple times, that I really like this format of doing it. So, and I'll share with you this. I think instead of the arrows or whatnot, I figured out a much faster way to go about this. So what I'll do is I'll just bring this over here like this, and then I just stack this in here. And I what's the word I'm looking for? I've really streamlined the process of developing the step-by-step walkthrough. I went through a couple little things by myself. You're starting to see more of a finished product, right? Because I figured out how I need to do this. I tried a bunch of them. Like, even if you look at the other sheet, like, I recorded 2.5 hours of making the first process, but I didn't show you the first 4 hours, and I didn't show you the other hour of me diddling around to figure out a couple things for setting this training up and redoing a couple things. So yeah, now a lot of time goes into this. So, but this is how I'm gonna lay it out. This seems to work the best for me at least. It works with my flow. So that's how I'm going to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here to 32. So that's going to be number 1, right? I'm telling you how to set up the forms now, right? So number 2, and these are relatively powerful, and we're going to talk about that. 3, 4. Hayes, get out of here, dude. You don't have to jump. You don't have to jump over stuff. Just calm down, Hazer. He gets real excited. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm going to do then now is I'm going to click Control F. I'm going to bring this over here. And then we're going to go over to the actual document. You're good, man, Chris. Hello, all. Hey, hello. Thank you for the donations. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. You know, I mean, much like you guys, like, I'm sure, like, dude, I was doing audits on Fiverr for $99. These things would take, it's a 500-point checklist. I was running through these things for 99 bucks. When I first started, I was doing them for $74. They would take me hours for a $100 bill, right? You know, dude, I was doing SRT files, right? So somebody would give me like, and then I trained this lady how to do it because I figured out how to do it very, very quickly. But in any case, man, I just appreciate the contributions. I really do. It means a lot to me. You know, I think that I see this a lot, especially as people move into the digital marketing space, they get spoiled. They really do, because I don't ever want to, I'm not going to forget. So I truly appreciate anything that you give me, and I really, it means a lot to me. It really does, because I know what it took to make those first couple bucks. So thank you for the donation. I truly appreciate it. I really do. Hey, Chris. Hey, Shashi. Thank you, brother. Good to see you. And hey, by the way, so this morning too, it's absolutely phenomenal that you just gave me this. A young lady came by this morning with this like youth group, and she said the magic word, and there was a bus outside. So I believed her. They were going like door to door, and they were selling these they weren't selling. It was like a gift. Like, you make a donation or a contribution, you could have this one, or this one. There was 3 contributions. It was like 5, 15, or 25, I believe. But I bought 2 15s off of her, and I said, just keep them, then you could offer them to the next person. And it was for like her youth group. I forget what she was. I want to say she was a Methodist. So that was the magic word for me. And I think that it's just a very interesting thing. Like, literally exactly what I gave them this morning, I literally just got back. I think that's just, dude, the world is just wild, man. Literally. So man, so cool, man. So cool. All right. Anyway, getting back to it. I'm just thinking about these things. It's so, man, the world is a funny place. All right. Reciprocity is definitely a real thing. I believe it with my heart. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add this over to the doc file. What we're doing, if you're just joining me, and I'm sorry to get a little off basis here, you can feel free to throw your questions in. I will come back through, and I'll answer anything that you might have. As we're doing this, what we're going to do is we're setting up this documentation is locked, so you won't be able to get in here. So I saw somebody was trying. This is part of a training. You can watch while I'm doing it, but I'm not going to let you into my file here, because I added some stuff up to the top that wasn't there previously. But that's okay. I'm not mad at you for giving it the old college try, you know? Okay, so slides. So this is going to be slides. And what we're going to do is we're going to spike this up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to format it, and we're going to make it a title. Apply a title, so I could just keep track. Apply title. Okay, so this is a slide. Make it bold, make it purple so I can remember. And then we're going to go ahead and point these pieces out. We're going to go ahead and do number 1. So number 1 is going to be the primary keyword. Oh, okay, so primary keyword along with NAP details like the other documents inside of your stack. Also, if you're wondering about the training, I'm going to have it done for Thursday for my group. So I gave away like a coupon because I don't know if anybody's been following me. I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but what I usually do, I do this almost every single time, and I'm going to tell you why. Maybe I shouldn't share this, But I'll get a portion of the training done, right? Then I'll say like, hey, I'll give you a little deal now. And then I'll intake a little bit of funds. And the reason is because it's like once I make that exchange, even if it's just one guy, I feel like obligated. So I've done that with every single training that I've done. I've created some of the training to see if there's any interest at all. And as long as I could get one yes, then that fuels me through. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a mental thing. But I do that quite frequently. But now I have the group, and they asked me last week, like, Chris, are you done with that yet? Like, come on. But I was firing my clients last week. I don't mean to say it like that. Which I'm very upfront about everything that I do. Images. Image from your Google site. Okay. So you want to use the same exact image. So image from Google website. Hint should be on your website, Pinterest, and GMB. We need to make associations to the brand along with keyword. I mean, that's the goal here. I have something so powerful that I've been working on, and I don't know if I'm gonna make a training out of it. But it's I don't know. I don't know yet. I might make a training out of it. I'm not sure yet though. All right, so 2 are the images. So 3 large image inside. Okay. Images from Google website. Hint, it should be. I used 4 in the example. You can use just 2. You can just use 2. All right, hint should be on the website, Pinterest, GMB associated to the brand, along with the keyword. Okay. Large image inside of slide from Google site. Okay, from the Google site. And then 4 is keyword plus NAP details, same as the file name, but contains 2 URLs, hyperlinks. Okay, so these are the same, details are the same, but it contains 2 URLs or hyperlinks. Okay, so that's slides. Now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and talk about the slides. So that's what we're gonna do now. Alrighty. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and make this. Hello and welcome back to the training. So in this video, I'd like to discuss with you the slide portion. Now I've gone ahead and broken this down inside of the PDF, and it's broken down into 4 different sections. Now, as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I want to go ahead and break those down with you so you can go ahead and start creating your very own slides. Now, inside of slides, you will create your main slide from the drive section, so that's the slide portion. Once you launch the page, you'll be brought to a screen that looks similar to this, but it has not been filled out. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to walk through one of these together briefly, and then we're going to talk about the elements from inside of the slide. Actually, you know what? We're going to have to redo this. And there's something, too, that I need. So, actually, we're going to have to redo this one. Which is fine. That's fine. Because I forgot to add these in. And I wanted to make the file first. Copy. Control V. Okay. Okay. So this and this. All right. So I need to come back into here. Go back into here. Go back over to here. No. Not that one. I need this. Okie dokie. All right, so we're coming into here. What I'm looking for is I need the URL. So that's here. This is not the one. This is the second one I was just playing with. So here, let me get into here. All right, now let's gather this. This is it. Copy. All right, now that goes inside of here. This. Link, paste, apply. Okay. All right, now this paste that in there. So I need this NAP plus keyword, copy. Bring that down. Remember, it's the same theme over and over again. So we're going to do the entire element. Link is this. Apply. Okay. So, apply. I can't see it. Here. Okay, there we go. That's what I needed. Okay. So let's come back over to this here. And I need to get back in there. All right, so let's do this. And what I want to do is add this section. And then I want to bring it over to here. Paste. And then I want to add this because I already filled it out and I want to add the speaker notes. Okay. Speaker notes. And that's going to be because the screen was too big. So take this and add it onto here. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this is 4 and this is 5. All right, now let's come back over to here. We're going to add this. We're going to go here. That's number 5, and this is number 4. All right, now this and this. Now this, boop, go over here, come over here, come over here, and this is now paste. Booyah! Now number 5. speaker note section contains two URLs. The main folder and your Google website. Along with the two URLs, you need to apply the most important keywords from your main keyword sheet. Keywords must be from the sheet. Okay. So that's that. Why is this misspelled? URLs. Okay. URLs. Okay, that's fine. All right, so that's slides. Now let's go in there and record this, and we're going to point these things out to them. Okay, so let's come over here and start recording. Hello and welcome back to the training. So in this video, I'd like to cover slides. Now, the slide portion of the training is going to contain 5 separate elements, which you can refer back to the PDF. With that being said, I want to go ahead and discuss those 5 elements now. Now, you will need to go in and create your slides much like you did every other file. So that's right inside of your drive, new, then slides. All right. Now, once you're presented with slides, you're going to contain 5 separate elements in order to make up the slide. Now, you need to have your main image. You're going to create your main one first, and you're going to fill out these details. You're going to put your main image in the center. Then you're going to put your primary keyword along with your name, address, phone number. The name of the file is going to contain your primary keyword along with your name, address, phone number. And then the last but not least section that you're going to fill out is going to be your speaker notes. As you can see inside of this one, it's not done. Speaker notes. Okay, so the speaker notes. Speaker notes are going to contain as many keywords as you would like, but in my humble opinion, it's the most prominent, but they must be contained within your keyword list. Aside from that, you're going to have 2 separate links. One going to your primary folder and one going out to the Google site that is attached to your stack. All right? So these are the elements of the slides, but I want to go ahead and share with you something briefly. The slides hold a lot of weight. I created a slide deck not too long ago, and if you had any questions about the power or relevance of a slide, because I used 4. You don't necessarily need 4 separate elements, but if we take a look just for Chris Palmer Marketing, and we take a look here, it's one of the highest ranked elements from within the stack from 2 years ago based on my name. Okay, so I just want you to take a look here. Please note that it does not have to be really insanely made, okay? Again, we put the same details. This one was based on Chris Palmer Marketing in New York, okay? But please note this is how it was done, and it will show up. It will index. You might want to take your time. For sake of example, though, we have created it this way. I just wanted to go ahead and point out that this is one of the most powerful elements within the stack. All right, so take your time, use a good photo, make sure you pay close attention to the 5 steps, and I look forward to seeing you in the next training. I'll see you then. Okay, so that's slides. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into here, we're going to refresh, we're going to get rid of this one, delete. So 6, 7 is slides. Okay, so that's the slide portion. Okay. All right, let me come over to here. Let me see if okay, well, I don't want to go up there. Okay. So the next piece that I think we'll do together is going to be, so we've done the, see, I don't want to, you know what, I think to add value to you, I should do the docs, because I've been seeing a lot of I've seen quite a few people redoing the stacks in the last like year, and they miss a lot of crucial steps. So I guess I could go through doc setup. I guess I'll go through doc setup. Let's do it together, because I mean, hey, I'm gonna take this down, so anybody that's watching this, this is an important element. So I want to make sure. Hey, Holly, good to see you. What goes around comes around. Karma is real. Absolutely. Here, let me bust through these really quick, and then I guess we'll take care of. No, I don't use scripts. Scripts are how you get it shut off. You're utilizing too much resource. I use another function. I use an entirely different function. If you're using scripts and then you're making calls utilizing the functions that I use, it just overdoes it. It's non-effective, and I don't use scripts. I found them to be ineffective. I don't use them. I do know people that teach them this way. But yeah, I don't use the scripts. You know, it's just unnecessary. I know I teach a much better way. I guarantee you that you'll get a crawl. I've watched it on real websites. I don't know how they act on like say Web 2.0s or whatnot, but I know if you utilize this particular element that I teach on a regular website, you will get a crawl as long as you're not overdoing it. I've found that once a week is more than enough. Generally, I like to pick a particular day, and then I like to run it on that day. And then not only that, like, I think that's the way to do it, is what I'm getting at here. Rennie sent you an email a few minutes ago. Cool. Hey, Holly Starks. Hey, guys. Palmer dropping the K-bombs. I'm trying. I don't know what a K-bomb is, but hey, Richard. SEO evening, bro. Hey, Mark. Good to see ya. Randy Rode, CST. Is that EST or CST? It's EST. EST. And hey, I'm sorry if anybody, I switched to, see, a good friend of mine that I work with, helping me develop the tool. He probably doesn't believe me, right? We're in communication. I'm supposed to meet up with him. I switched to Mint Mobile. I don't know where that other phone is. I got like 13 or 14 phones here now, right? But I switched to Mint Mobile. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys have used Mint Mobile, but I saw that Ryan Reynolds, he's talking like, I don't know, $15 a month. But if you buy 6 months, it's $10 a piece a month. And I'm like, dang, 5G, for $10 a month, I bought a year. And then if you refer a friend and they buy, then they give you like 3 months on the first sign up or whatever. Dude, it was crazy, dude. I like turned on a phone for like almost 2 years for like $100. It's crazy. But in any case, it doesn't function that well with the phone that I had, which I had like an iPhone 8 or an iPhone 7, one of the two. I don't know. They look the same to me. Dude, it was messed up. I think it's my phone, but I don't know. So with that being said, if you tried calling me and you're like, dang, the phone just keeps ringing, that's why. I mean, I'm literally like, it's like off. So, just in case you were, I was going to say, Randy, the reason why I said all that is to say this. I was going to say, give me a call. You can ask me anything you want. Just give me a call. Once I have your number saved, I'll answer every time. It just depends. I get quite a few phone calls a day. Not anymore because the phone's off. Hello, Starks. CST probably will be like 20 minutes at the most just to bounce some ideas for what I'm planning. Okay. Yeah, knowledge bombs, baby. Yeah, okay. Oh, K is knowledge. Okay, cool, cool. All right, so let's get back over here. Let me put you guys on to the well, I guess that'll be later on in the training. But since you asked about the scripts, we're going to cover that section, okay? I'll give you something that's way more powerful that you'll like. And it'll get you away from the scripts. And I think this will be helpful for you because this is what I found. It's very effective. It works. It's better than the scripts. The scripts will get the account freaking shut down. I have your number, Jay. Don't worry, buddy. All right, so here, let's come into here. So here, we're gonna skip ahead a little bit to make this section, but we'll do it together. All right, so this takes 2 parts. All right, I'm gonna skip ahead for you, the guy who asked me about the scripts. All right, this is for you. This is the way that I would recommend doing things. All right. So it's been a little bit since I've did this. Here, I should have it on. All right, it's not on this account. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. So if I come inside of here, go in the settings. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do this quick. Hello and welcome back to the training. So in this video, I'd like to discuss calling the bot. Now, I want to go ahead and take you through the setup of the calendar, but the calendar is not only a useful feature, but it will also help call the bot to the page that it's embedded on. So what I want to go ahead and do is I want to go ahead and walk you through the setup and the process of what you will need to do in order to incorporate this. So first and foremost, you will want to come over here and create a calendar. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new calendar, and you will want to name your calendar. Now, I highly recommend that you will need to come over to your file folder. It should be a repeating theme, a primary keyword or a branded keyword. It could be a secondary keyword depending on how many folders or files you've created. But for this particular example, what we're going to do is we're going to utilize the same exact format. So primary keyword with NAP. We're going to follow that right into here. We're going to go inside of here and we're going to add the Google site link. Copy, bring it over here. Now inside here you want to create your time zone so it makes sense. We're going to create a calendar. Now as you can see on the left hand side here, we now have a separate calendar. So what we need to do is we want to come over here to our calendar. You want to open it up, and now you're going to see that you have a lot more options within the calendar. So what you need to do is you need to scroll on down. So auto accept invitations, make available to the public. So you will want to go ahead and click on that and click OK. See all event details, only free busy hide. So you want to see all the details. Sharing your calendar, we're going to talk about that in a second, but you want to scroll on down. So other notifications. Now, you might not want to get the actual notifications, okay? But I do feel that I do think that perhaps you might want to turn on some of them if this is your actual calendar that's associated with anything. Just keep, what I'm getting at is keep this calendar separate than your other main calendar, okay? It could be within the same structure. Like, see how there's my Chris Palmer and then there's this one? That's what I mean. You know, it's within the same, but keep it separate, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Now, you have your public URL, so when you're making your URL list, make sure that you go ahead and copy that down. So you should be creating your link list, okay? So go ahead and add that to the file folder, or add that to your link list. Make sure if you're utilizing a text file that you will want to keep these separate. This will be a lot more easier for you to create URLs out of these, or hyperlinks out of these later on, so keep them separated. Now, with this being said, you're going to come down here, and what you're looking for is once it's created, and this is inside of here, we need to actually go over to the, you can see everything is filled out now, okay? So now we need to actually create the event from within inside our calendar, okay? So access permissions, all of the details have been filled out, okay? Other notifications, integrate the calendar, everything is here. Now, we need to come back out here, and we're looking at the actual calendar. Now, what I would do is I would pick a day, whatever day, what I would do is I would go take a look at your server logs, right? It's up to you to decide wherever you are. Take a look at your server logs and just have a look. How often is Mountain View at your website, and which particular days does it seem to land on? All right? This is up to you to decide. In my humble opinion, I'm going to go with 6 a.m. on Wednesday. Okay. Now, what's this going to contain? Well, it's going to contain the same exact details that have been broadcasted across our file folders. Okay. So it's going to be name, address, phone number. It's an event. Find a time. 5:30 to 6:30 a.m. So this is an all-day event. Does this repeat? It repeats weekly on Wednesday. Add a Google Meet conferencing link. Add a location. I'm sure if you have a localized business, you will have a Google My Business. Add a description in or for the attachment. So what I would suggest doing is heading back over to your stack, and inside of your stack you have your keyword, your broad match keyword list. You should have cleaned it. For these examples, I have not cleaned the list. I just used all of them, so there's 3,600 keywords here. You'll bring this back over to your calendar. Okay. Inside of here is going to be your primary folder. Okay, your primary folder URL. Okay, and your primary and secondary keywords, we're going to make that into a link. You're going to make two separate links, right? So one going to the folder, that's this one. Oh, that should be the folder. And then one going back to the Google site. Okay. All right. Never link these elements out to the main website. Everything within your stack is linked to itself. Okay. The stack is a standalone entity. It is to never link out to your website. Do not link these elements out to your website. All right. The only thing they outlink to is to your Google sites or other Web 2.0s. All right. Or other assets that you control. Never the money site. Okay. Now we're going to save that in there. Okay. Now once that's saved, this is happening weekly. The next step is, remember when we were just going through, you're going to click on this. Okay. You're going to go back into your calendar. You're going to go into your calendar settings. And what you're looking for is the sharing your calendar. Oops. The embed code. So grab that embed code. copy it, and then go over to your Google site, to the main page wherever you're going to be sending the links. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and bring this into here, and you want to go to embed code, you can do it two ways. You can either hide the code, or you can either hide it like this, or you can just blast it onto the page. Okay? It's up to you. Right? I wanted to show you both. So what we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and embed the calendar into the page. And then it's going to literally, every single week, it's going to fire on the same day. Okay? And that's how you call the bot. All right, so now that I've created it, what we're going to do is I think that's too long. Yeah, it was 10 minutes. I don't want these videos to be more concise and fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that a little bit faster now. We're going to go ahead and bang. We're going to talk about it. All right. All right, so that's how you call the bot, and those are the steps that need to take place. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to come inside of here, and we need to talk about this. This one. All right, so let's grab this. All right, so let's paste this in here. All right, so this is the calendar. All right, so that's the first portion. Okay. And then as I scroll down, paste that into here. Okay, and then okay, and then this. All right, now bring that over to here. All right, now we got to grab this, this. Okay, so there's the name. It's 1. Description is 2. Time zone, this. So we need to talk about this. Permissions, we need to talk about this. And then we need to talk about this. And most notably this. And then we need to get this. Here, let's go ahead and make that a little bit bigger. so they could see it. Okay, and then I want to add that. Okay, so let's bring that over to here. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. So here, since we've already done this, let's come back down to here. Right? And let's put that onto this page here. Paste. Okay. Alright, so that's the embed. Okay. I put embed in the Google site, call the bot. Okay. This element here too wouldn't hurt to be put into an internal page. But I'm sure you have other things that you can do, you know, which is out of the scope of this training. Oh, here. And then the, let's go back to this. And then, yeah, create. Okay, so then there's this. So we need to go ahead and do this. All right, so let's add that into here. Paste. Okay. All right, so this is the creation. So this is number 1. So number 1 is create, right? So 1, we need to go ahead and create the document. Number 2 is we need to name the document. So 2, so this is number 2, right? And then this is number 3. Number 3 is we're going to put settings. So it's go to the settings, right? Here, we'll put that here. Okay, 3 is go to settings. Okay, and then from inside of settings, there's number 4, number 5, right? Number 6, number 7. I wasn't using them. Number 8, and then number 9. Okay. Okay, number 9. Okay, now these are the elements. So this. Okay. This one. So that goes here. Paste. And then we gotta get this. That goes here. Paste. And then there's the embed. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Can I get these on the same page? Or no, let's not push it, Chris. Okay, so let's do these, let's do this walkthrough, I guess. I mean, is there any way I could get this onto the same page? No, it's a little, it looks a little little scabby there, you know, like, am I doing photos then description? Okay, so this is calling the bot, or calendar setup. Okay, so this is calendar setup. we're gonna do okay, now this is actually a section, so we're going to insert a header. No, we're going to format it, and we're going to make this a text. What is it called? It's called a title. Apply the title. Okay, we'll make it purple because I want it to be purple. I like purple. And then let's fill out these details, right? So number one is create a calendar. 2, make a custom calendar containing your primary keyword along with your NAP details like the rest of your stack, right? Here, let's go ahead and put that down here. Okay. Number 3 was, what was number 3? Oh, go to the settings. Go to the 3 dots next to your newly created calendar. Mine is called SEO Consulting, right? Okay. And then yep, so okay, so go to the 3 dots next here. Go to the 3 dots. That's the settings, right? Mine's called that. Okay. And then number 4 is what is that called? The name. So wait, what do they call it? Oh, they call it your name. Okay, so go to settings. Okay, so this is the 3 dots. Okay, so go to the 3 dots, which is settings. Four is name section. Put your primary keyword along with your NAP details, just like the rest of the files inside of your stack. Oh, did I spell stack wrong? I spelled put wrong? Puts? No, I don't know about that. I don't know about puts. I don't know, Google. I don't know. That sounds right. That sounds like Ebonics or something. I don't know. Puts? Am I saying that wrong? Name section puts your name. Put your primary. Puts? I don't know. Maybe I don't know, man. I could be wrong. I'm gonna say no on that one. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Description. So description, okay, so description, okay, I guess I don't need to write it because it's number 5, I numbered them. So put your primary keyword along with your NAP details, also the link to your Google site or your main folder, right? Or both. I usually just put one because it's just like a also add in your keyword list from your sheet. Number 6 was number 6 is auto accept 6. Do not accept invites. Okay. Well, they wrote invitations. Invitations. Okay. 7. is permissions. So permissions, so we want to go ahead and make it public. Make your calendar public. Okay. Number 8 is copy your public URL to your url.txt file to share later, right? And then number 9 is grab your embed code. And then 10 is add the embed code from your calendar to your Google website. Hint. Maybe I'll put a star. I like when guys do that. Or gals, it doesn't matter. Hint is add the calendar to the page that you are building all of the links to. Period. Okay. So that is that section. And then we need to go ahead and make a more concise, broken down formula here. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let me come back into here. So that's slides. So we're going to go in there and do the calendar video again, but we're going to be able to break it down a lot faster. So we could get rid of this one. That's that. We'll talk about that later. That's my sheet. That's the form. Yeah. This is my, what is this? This is my, okay. Okay. SEO consulting. All right. So what we need to do is we need to come over to, okay, so let's go ahead and do this now. Hello and welcome back to the training. So in this video, we will cover the calendar setup, and I call this calling the bot. Now there's 10 steps to this entire process, and let me go ahead and break those down for you now. So first and foremost, when you're inside of your Drive file, the calendar is a little bit different. It's actually made up into your Google or Gmail account. Now what you'll want to do is in your top right hand corner there is 9 little dots. Now from those 9 dots you will want to click on the calendar. Once you click on calendar you will be brought to a screen much like this. From this screen you will need to create a calendar first and foremost. But son of a gun, I wrote that out wrong. Well, here, we can edit that. Let's do that now before I forget. I guess we're okay. So here, cut that out. Okay, so here's what I'll do. So it's not number 1, that's number 2. Okay, so here, let me go back up to this section here. Create a calendar and make a time on your new calendar. There. Okay. Now let's go back into here and we'll walk through it. Stop recording and then start. Okay, let's try that one more time. See, that's a blooper. Hello and welcome back to the training. So in this video we will cover and discuss the calendar setup or calling the bot. So there is going to be 10, 11 steps to creating and calling the bot, and let's go ahead and walk through that now. All right, so first and foremost, you will need to head back to your Drive. So you're inside of your Drive file, but creating a calendar is inside of your Google account. So in the upper right-hand corner, you will see these 9 dots. You'll click on that button up here in the right-hand corner. You'll be presented with a menu. Once you're presented with that menu, what you will be looking for is the calendar. You will click on the calendar. Once you're on the calendar, you will be brought to this screen. The very first step in creating this is you will need to click this plus sign and create a new calendar. Once you create your new calendar, it will show up here in this section here, My Calendars. Once you're there, what you'll need to do is click on these 3 little buttons. We're going to click on these 3 buttons here. And what we want to do is you can change the color, you can do whatever color you want, but what we're interested in is the settings and sharing. So we're going to click on that. Once inside of this, you will need to fill out these details. So as described throughout the PDF, first is the name. So I would suggest putting the same, repeating exactly what you've been doing. The name is your primary, secondary is going to be your NAP details. Inside of your description here, you will be putting your name, address, phone number along with the primary and also your keywords. All right, looks like I forgot to do that. We'll worry about that after. Once that's set up, the time zone, I would make it make sense for where you are at. The next piece or the next step along with this is making the files public, but do not show the invitations because you will be bombarded within the account consistently if people were to find it. So once this is made public, you want to just keep scrolling on down. Make sure that everything makes sense here. All right. So, share with specific people. So this is sharing with me, my account. The event notifications. Okay. Once you scroll on down, you will want to shut all these off if they are on so you're not consistently bombarded. You're going to need to go ahead and copy this URL and add it to your link list. Okay, so add it to your text file or your Excel file, or however you are keeping your all your USP sharing files. So you'll want to grab that. Along with that, you'll want to go ahead and grab your embed code. Now, before you're done, or after you're done setting up all of your settings, you will need to go inside of your calendar, so you'll make sure that it's checked. And inside of your calendar, you want to pick a day. So for this example, I have picked Wednesday. Now, inside of Wednesday, what you'll want to do is you will want to pick your day, and here's what you'll need to do. First and foremost, you will need to go ahead and fill out the same thing that we named the actual calendar. We're going to do the same for the actual event within the calendar. So it's your primary along with your name, address, phone number. Now, this time is you're going to click all day long, weekly on Wednesday. So you'll click this button and it's going to be weekly. Whatever day you chose, it's going to be on a weekly basis, a consistent basis. The next element is I put in my actual business. So if you have a Google My Business, you'll want to put that in there. So this date right here is what you named your actual calendar. So this date is within this calendar. Inside of the calendar, so this is free, default visibility. So this here, we need to go ahead and change that to public. The next piece or the next element within here is the description. So there's going to be 2 URLs. You're going to want to put your main file folder URL and also the Google site. Okay. So those are the 2 links that are going to be within there. Add guests, invite others, see guests list, more actions. That's the next piece. So once that is done, we will want to go ahead and publish this event, and then those are the URLs that I need. HTML code, link to the event. So copy that link once it's published, because it will be different. Paste that in there. Okay, that's the published. And then here's the HTML code. You can go ahead and add that published HTML page over on your you can add the published over onto your website. All right. So that ought to do it, actually. Save. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do that. I love it. Perfect. Even better. So that's going to wrap up the calendar. Thank you. All right. So let's get that last piece here, because I want to add this to the file. So we're going to grab this here. Okay, so let's come back over to here now. So that's section 1. That's 10. We'll just paste it in. Okay. All right, bring this over to here so I can get in here. All right, so let's add these in here. 10, 11. This is the address. This is the actual calendar. This is making it public. These file folder, Google site, all the keywords, and then the more actions. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab this. Okay. This and this. Okay. So this is actually within the file. So that works out really good. Let's go over here now. How should I number this? I guess I could just keep it rolling, I guess. I guess we'll just do 11. We'll call that creating the weekly event, right? And then let's go down here and add that in. Now let me go see something here quick before we do this. Let me take a look at this. I see here. Okay. Sheesh. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to redo that. All right, so publish event. All right, give me this link here. Is that the one that I copied? Is that the one that I have? I think so. Paste. Yes. Okay, so calendar. All right, so let's take this now. Copy. Let's bring that to here and edit, and this, cancel, this, trash, embed, URL, can embed due to provider site permissions. Let me take a look at this here. All right, this. Okay, embed code, src equals embed code. Give me this, give me this, give me this. Okay, paste, event question mark template. Okay. Close. Save. All events. Okay. So come into here. This. Publish event. Copy. I want that whole freaking thing. I don't just want that one. I want that whole thing. I wonder if we could get that whole thing. I want the whole enchilada. Can I get that? Can I just do that instance? That would be super sweet, dude. This is a new little thing. I never noticed that before. Okay, so let's do it that way. Let's see if we could do it that way. That'll be something new. I never did it that way before, but we're gonna try it that way and see how it works out. So here, give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Let's take this, paste that in. Give me this. Copy. Stick that sucker right in there. Paste. And let's see if we can copy this. Let's see if it lets me. And then if they do, we're going to add both of them. I'm not sure about that one. I'm sure about the first one, not this way. So we're going to, I guess we're going to have to redo that vid because I'm going to have to announce that, huh? I guess so. I'm going to have to mention that. I never tried that way. So let's see if they let me, because now that they say they won't let me, that really gets me excited. Okay, so it's not showing the embed. Interesting, but it'll give me the entire calendar. So I'm allowed to embed the entire calendar, but not that particular code. So boy, is that strange. So I can publish it. Okay, so I'm publishing this from within the calendar. I've made it weekly and it changed everything. Publish the event. Okay, and then I come over here. Settings and sharing. And then I come over to... So I have to embed the entire piece, not just the instance, because it won't display. But why won't that display, I wonder? I wonder why. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I wonder why it won't let me do that whole thing. It's kind of weird. I want to embed, maybe it's just me. It's like, well, why won't they let me do that one? Because it looks, now I really want to do that one. Like, that's the one I want to share now. Like, I'm not allowed to share that one because of permissions. It's like, well, the other way works 100%. So I guess why reinvent the wheel, right? Let's not waste any time. Let's just get back into... let's go to access permissions. Okay. So that one's in there. Okay, so I don't need to... So let's take a look at these quick. So wait, there's more than one thing here. Interesting. So they need to, they're showing they're like doing two. Let's go see what this is. so this one is different than that one. Why? Okay, so what's this? Excuse me. Oh, that's not it. That's entirely something different. Okay. Okay, so that's something entirely different. Okay. So, okay. Come back over here. Give me this. I just really want that one. I want to see if this will display. No, let's not okay, don't reinvent the wheel. All right, so let's cover that over again. I'm just going to go back to the original way so that way there's no confusion, cuz I'm not sure if that works. I've never done it that way. I'm going to have to play with that cuz I'm curious now. Let's run back through that briefly so we can get on with the training. But it's an important piece, and I'm just wondering why I can't do it that way. So sorry for taking so much time. I just if there's something new and I could do it, I want to try it. Okay, so blue, and then publish. Get that link, and then I embed the whole freaking thing. Okay, so that's perfectly fine, but we got to make sure that we publish it. All right, so we're gonna have to cover that in the training. All right, so let's bang that out quick before I lose my train of thought. I'll come back and play with that later, but let's go ahead and bang this out quick. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anybody even watching. So, let's go here, and here, and here, and hello and welcome back to the training. Hello and welcome back to the training. So in this video, we will discuss calendars and calling the bot. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through that process now, and the calendar is actually found in a separate section than the rest of the elements that are built within the file folder or the stack. All right, so what you will need to do is in the right-hand corner, you will see these 9 dots. You will want to click on that. From this display menu, you will want to click on the calendar icon, and you will be brought to this screen. Now, the very first thing that we need to do is we need to come into the section here where there's this plus sign, and you will want to click on that. The very first thing is we need to create a new calendar. Now, once you create your brand new calendar, the very first thing that you will want to do is go inside of here and set up or take care of the settings. So next to the name of the calendar, there's these 3 dots. We will need to go to settings and sharing. All right, so we're going to click on settings and sharing. Once inside of settings and sharing, the first thing is we're going to fill out the name. This is going to be the primary keyword with your name, address, and phone number, as you can see here. Next is your description. Inside of the description, we're going to repeat the primary with the NAP. Along with that, we're going to put some links, even though they're not hypertext. And also, you could put some keywords from your keyword list. The next piece is the time zone that makes sense to you. We're going to go ahead and scroll down, and we're going to do make available to the public, see all event details, or see only free busy. We're going to do see all event details. And what you're going to do is keep scrolling down. We'll come back to this section in a moment. You will want to go ahead and take care of this. These are all set to none, or they should be, at least for you. If they're not, change them off. You will want to go ahead and make a copy of the public URL to this calendar, and you will want to take note of the embed code. The next piece of this is done, so we will want to come up to our calendar here. All right, now we'll go back, and you will be brought to your current day. Now, what I would do is I would pick a day that is often crawled by Google. All right, I have a funny inclination that a lot of people's sites, depending on where your server is hosted, it's probably going to be the same for a lot of people depending on where the server's hosted. All right, so if you're seeing your server or your location, all right, just take a look, pick a day, it'll be fine. So for this instance, I've gone ahead and picked Wednesday. All right, when you pick Wednesday, what you'll need to do is you're going to want to fill out all of the details. So let's go ahead and do that together. All right, we're creating an event within our calendar. Okay, now here's what you will need to do. First and foremost is, again, primary keyword with name, address, phone number. You will want to create it so it's the same day. It's going to be one day. It's going to be all day, and it's weekly, every single week. All right, so click on this every single week. Event details. You could add a meet if you'd like. Inside of this section here, I have added my verified Google business listing. The next element is add a notification. Now, this is going to be completely up to you. I did not add that. This element right here is you need to pick the calendar that it's going to be included in. This element right here is it's going to be free, and you need to make sure that it's public. Okay. The next piece after that is you want to add in here some of the keywords from your keyword list. Along with that, it needs to contain your primary keyword along with your keywords, and there should be two URLs, one going to the file folder and one going over to the Google site. Okay, once this is completed, we need to come up here and we're going to go to save all events. Okay, because it's recurring, we're going to come back into our event. We're going to click on the pencil icon, or you could have did this before all in the same time, but we're going to go to more actions, and you need to publish event. Now remember, this is a weekly thing. We want to publish it. This is going to be forever. Okay, publish the event. Now what we want to do is we want to take this event, we're going to copy it, you're going to add that link to your link list. Okay, the next element of this is we want to come on back. We're going to go over here to our calendar. We're going to go to settings and sharing. And what we want to do is we want to go ahead and grab the embed code. So grab this embed code, copy it, go over to the your Google site. And what we need to do now is we need to embed the calendar into the page. This is the same calendar that is totally public, contains all of our keywords, and it's also going to be repeating on a weekly basis. All right, so we'll click next. You'll be brought to a screen that looks like this. You can go ahead and make it pretty or do whatever you want. You could hide it. You could do whatever you'd like. And it's completely up to you, but that's going to wrap out calendar and calling the bot. All right, so I look forward to seeing you in the next training. I'll see you then. All right, I feel very confident and very happy about that particular walkthrough. Took 3 takes, but I'm very happy about that. The only thing else I want to do here is I want to discuss these elements here. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this. And we want to add that over to the PDF file. right here, paste. All right, calendar setup, calling the bot. All right, so 11 is, so number 11, let me take a look at that image. Oh wait, I didn't number them? All right, so let's come back into here. We're gonna do 11, 12, 13, okay, 14, 15, 16, 17, 15, 16, this is 17, and then 18 is more actions, 18, okay, we'll make this 18, okay, so it's 11 through 18, we're gonna go here like this, we're gonna grab this, and then we need to make that walkthrough quick. Here, we're gonna go here and paste. Okay, perfect. So embed into Google site or the bot. So that's this. Cut. This can go up here. All right, so creating the weekly event is number 11, I believe. Here, bring this up. Make this small so I can see the steps that I wrote. Make this smaller. So 11 looks like, okay, so 11 is, where did I write it? Up top? Yeah, it looks like I did. So creating the weekly event and titling it your keyword with NAP like all of your files in the stack, right? Number 12. Number 12 is adding your verified listing details, right? Hint, throw in a unverified. Maybe I shouldn't share that. I don't know. Should I share that inside the PDF? Yeah, I guess. Hint, throw in an unverified listing. That's all I'll say. If somebody knows what I'm talking about, they could put those pieces together. That's up to them. There's other steps involved, but if they already know why that would be useful, then they already have the rest of it done. I mean, why would a fake business have an event every week? I don't know. Right? Oh. And I can't even pinpoint that. But it does seem like attaching a real Google account, creating the listings, going in and creating the notifications and setting up the account. I don't know if that's the deciding factor or if it's just a helper, but that is definitely one of the things that we've done, along with a magnitude of other things. So I can't pinpoint and say that that's the only thing, but it was done on accounts that have became verified. So take it, with a grain of salt. Hint. verified listing details hint. Add in a unverified listing. Oh, number 14, or wait, 12 is that. 13. Oh, I wrote two 12s, I see. 12. 13 is make sure the calendar selected is your new calendar for this event. I'm going to make this, because again, I think if people can figure out, I'm showing just one way, but there's a magnitude of things that can be utilized within here. I'm just pointing out the things that are very specific to what I'm doing, but the assets are very powerful. 14. Set the calendar to public. These are the settings for this calendar. Okay. So set this calendar to public. I guess this would make a really cool video, just this section of the video where I just did that quick walkthrough and then I'm laying it down. I think that could be, maybe that's all, erase everything and I'll just leave this. Utilizing Google Calendar for helping index your Web 2.0 property. I might say that it's helpful for, it's most helpful for new pages within the site, right? Most notably, what you'll find is you'll get quick indexation without this, but keeping that Google site once you achieve rankings is relatively difficult. And that's where I found that this is one of the most helpful pieces, because you can get it initially indexed, you can even push links at it and keep it pushing, but having that consistent, just having that consistency is very helpful. This is also the section because it's an embed that's getting crawled on a weekly basis. This is also that section where you want to, if you're changing out keywords, this is the place to do it. In this number 17, I'm gonna talk about that. Set this calendar to public. Number 15, add primary keyword along with NAP details. I don't know why that's not there. Make it a hypertext to your main folder. 16. Hyperlink to your Google site. 17. Add your keywords from your keyword list. Hint. This calendar is crawled and embedded weekly. If you're going to add or rotate keywords, this is one of the best places to do it. Okay. And number 18, make the events public. It's much like, well, make the event public. That's all I'm going to say. That's a huge change with the way the drive stack functions, that a lot other than one group has figured out. You know, I haven't been seeing anybody, at least publicly, speaking about, they'll give some tricks that work, and I've seen these tricks work, but I think that everybody has access to a way that Google just added an extra step. And I cover that in here. All right, so that is the most I've ever written in my entire life. All right, to be public, to the public, okay. Weekly event, okay. Details and also, puts, huh? Okay, it needs to be puts. Is that really? If you're, okay. And these events, okay. All right, so that's spell checked. So that's the calendar and the calendar setup. That was a big section. That's an important section, though, so I don't mind spending my time on that. I'm glad I banged that out now, because that's a harder section. These ones are faster. Let's see if there's any questions, because I need a break. Let's see here. Mark says, hi, hello. Probably will be like 20 minutes at most. Just want to bounce some ideas for what I'm planning. Okay. I'll take that as soon as I get off. How long has it been? Almost 2 hours. Okay. Knowledge bombs. He still ain't saved my number. Okay. Chris, you misunderstood me. I'm using scripts to create the folder and all properties and extract the links of the stack. Okay, cool. Yep, I definitely must have misunderstood you. From Brazil, congratulations and thanks for sharing your knowledge. Glad to share. Laughing out loud. Mention, yo, can't believe I missed the start. What kind of jug of water is that? Industrial. It is industrial. Automation Studio for Office, VBA scripts for Google Scripts, or Python. Cool. And then urination break. Yeah. You're right. All right. Cheers. Okay. And I also have my... Oh, it's all gone. I was just looking for something sweet. All right. So, let's keep going on. I got to get this done for my guys and my gals. I promised, and I tell my son these things, right? And I don't know. Like I don't know. You got to fulfill these things, right? You make a promise and you got to keep it, So I didn't promise a particular time, but last week I said, listen, I'm going to have it done this week. When you see me next time, I'll have it done. So by golly, I'm going to make sure that I get this sucker done and I get it out. Again, if you want it before, I'm always fair. I definitely want to make money on it, but I'm not like insane. I know that, I still want to get paid for my time, right? So with that being said, though, I have a coupon if you guys want it. I don't know if you guys see it. Oh, here, look it. Here's the coupon. So it's just to knock off some of the price. If you want it. This is just releasing this week. In order to throw this up, I have to put something in here. But please note, I'll have a PDF along with the training, and you guys are catching a small portion of it. It's gonna be multiple videos. I think the last one was 34 videos, and it probably took me freaking 4 days to make it. This one has probably taken me, you guys are watching, these things take me, because I got to think it through, then I make sure, and it's like, oh, I don't want to say it this, right? It takes a lot of thought, I love it. I like doing it, though, and plus it refreshes me. It's a lot of fun. I showed one person. I work with, there's one VA right now that I've been working with, and usually if the client even could see the value, which a lot of times they're like, you know, whatever. I just have them do it for me, right? And it's just part of the package. I just use it as a link buffer. That's what it is. I also use it for something very in particular, which we won't necessarily talk about. It's out of the scope of today's video. But they are very, very effective still. I don't care what anybody says. I think that I think you'd be doing some people a disservice by not doing it, but a lot of people just don't see the value. Higher ticket clients generally don't want it. It's usually lower ticket clients that are looking for an edge. That's just usually how it works. But it doesn't mean that it's not effective, not by any stretch of the imagination. It is effective, but you have to keep them fresh. It's still a web property. But with that being said, let's see if there's anything else or just training. Do you do this for customers or just training? Yes. I have done it for multiple customers. Probably 24 in the course of the last 4 years, I'll say. Right? Because I'll pick up accounts, I'll have them for a couple months, and then they'll usually vanish. You know, turnover rate. So that's that. But it's not part. It's not something. It's not a deliverable. If that's what you're asking me, it's not a deliverable. I don't deliver this. I don't sell that as a service. It's not a deliverable, right? As far as link building, you know, this is more for an internal usage. So I'm able to then save money on link building. Once I could create a property stack, then I can use that as a buffer asset. It's more of an internal thing, not a deliverable. And I think that's probably what you're getting at. Kelly, do you do this for customers or just training? Yeah, it's definitely not a deliverable because a lot of them don't understand what you're up to. All right? So now you know. We'll get off this page and we're going to go back to the training. Whew, that was a long one. All right, now what we're going to get into is, let me come back over here. All right, so we did the slide. I have the keywords. I have that. I guess the map. Okay. Let's talk about okay. Let's Alright, so that looks like the docs. This looks like, oh, I wrote it in there. Good. Docs, maps, slide. Docs, maps, slide, and docs, map, slide, and docs, map, slide. Why did I stack that in here? What did I write here? Let me think to myself here quick. So inside my drive, so we have our main folder. Docs, maps, slides. I don't know why I would have created another folder. What was I doing? And why? I don't understand why I would have did that. Oh, I know why. Oh, let me see this here quick. think I guess I don't want to have to do that. I guess we should just do it now. Let's just get it out of the way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. There's the other one at. Fudge. What is it called? Dang, I can't think of the name of it for some reason. Well, let's just do it this way. Okay, and then I want to go to all right. What the heck? Why did I have that photo? What was I doing? Okay. Let me see here. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay. Link sharing is on. Okay. New incognito. Paste. Okay. Okay. Yep. That's what I figured. Where is... You need to go out? Do you want to go out? Is that why you're coming in here and looking for me? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Alright, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back, gentlemen and ladies. Alright. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching my time roll away. Feeling good, it was easy, Lord. All right. All right. When I'm in the blues, I said, feeling good, it was good enough for me. It was good enough for me. La da da, la da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Okay. Okay. All right. So we need to get inside of here. We're going to put this here. We need to create the entity before we're going to go here. We're going to do a new KML file, new project title. La na 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 na. They don't teach. No one teaches. Nobody does it like this. Nobody's doing it like this. I know that. I've seen some of them guys churning those stacks out, man, on Fiverr. I've seen those Fiverr guys cranking them out. Ain't doing them like this, baby. I can tell. It's fun, man. That's fun. That's fun, man. That's because they, you know. I love Fiverr, man. I used to work on Fiverr, and the path of least resistance, you know. So, there's a couple elements inside of here that we need. Now you could really stack some words in here if I recall properly. Come on, don't be bashful now. Give me them words. Oh, I see what you got. I see what happened there. That's why you're giving me a hard time. Okie dokie. Artichokey. Alright, Control A. Format, word wrap. Alright, copy. Control A. Paste. Control A, B. Title. Okay, we're gonna do SEO consulting. Chris Palmer marketing. Bold. You could probably make these a lot prettier. Actually, I know you can make them a lot prettier. So we need to come back out here, and we need to go back to the site, right? Because we're associating now the map. This is Google Earth. You know, these other elements are, you know, they need to be utilized. They get prominence. And when we're talking about map stacking, because that's the section I'm getting into, there's a couple other elements. Google obviously, Google obviously puts a lot of emphasis on these maps, right? There's a lot of time spent in these maps and these platforms and these products. And we know that they're putting a lot of emphasis on it, not only for understanding and their I don't know what they're doing, but what I do know is there's been a lot of time, energy, and money spent on all of these platforms that at the end of the day all have to do with the map, right? Each of these elements are going to allow me to create and curate a true map stack. So once I figured out that they were indexing, that's when I started using them. I think for a completely relevant stack, I wouldn't hesitate. I did not include this into the first iteration of the training, nor did I create a fully fledged. And I'm probably going to hop offline here, but I want to point some things out so you can get maximum value if you stuck with me this time, right? Each of these other little platforms are utilizing one of the 4 main maps, right? So there's only a few companies that actually have a true depiction of everything, right? And what you'll find is when you go into each of these platforms, they're all utilizing the API from one of the top 4, okay? What you'll also find is it just so happens that these same types are actually connected to your aggregators, right? It's kind of funny. It's an interesting thing, right? So if you go looking out and you go and see, you'll take the notice and you'll start to realize, hey, these map companies, long story short, are semi-connected to these data aggregators, the data aggregators. You understand what I'm saying here? So if we're going to make a highly relevant map stack, I would utilize a magnitude of different properties. If you're feeling a little bit lazy, I would definitely, without any shadow of a doubt, I'm going to point out some of the other map properties for the training. But I would definitely, if you have the time, the energy, take your time to create some of these other entities because they're certainly connected, right? Maybe not all of them. I got to go through and see which maps are being presented because some of them do have their own little proprietary for a particular area, which I'm not interested in. I didn't go look. I just clicked the top results, and I'm assuming that those are the ones that do it. So with that being said, I would, curate yourself a nice list. If you're feeling lazy, I would a trillion % take the time to create the KMLs and the maps within Google Earth. Create your Google My Maps, okay? And definitely create and go and create and set up through Lens, okay? Those 3 elements are all Google properties, and they fit very nicely into the Google stack. This is another iteration or an add-on to the last training that I think it just fully rounds out the entity stack. We're trying to make associations with particular location, at least in my instance, trying to associate keywords with my brand name, right? So if I'm going to build this out and I'm going to showcase it, then I might as well go for it, right? Let me see something here quick. Okay. I don't know which one he was going for. I was going to show you the stack that we built to give you a idea. But I don't recall the one that we just did. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for Jimmy. It wasn't for Joe. Nope. No. That's not us. That's not us. All right. So I don't want to. Let's not push that envelope too, because I didn't tell him like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and show your stuff quick here. But let's walk through this, because this is kind of fun, and I don't know if you guys have ever played with this. So what we're gonna do is we want to throw this in here. So that's a direct connection. We're going to go by URL. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, because of Google Earth. Oh, is it because I'm an incognito, perhaps? I don't know. I really wanted to add that from the URL. Add that, so we have that. We're going to come back into here. Yes, we want to see it. This and export. Okie dokie. Okay. So that's one. We want to go ahead and add that over here to our files. We're going to come into this one. And we are going to go here, and we're going to upload files, and we're going to go here, open. Yup, that's the one. And look at that. Okay, so that's how we know that's riding pretty good. Okay, so we can go with that one. I guess let's get out of this part of it. I'm not going to do much more. But let's get into the rest of this. Let's go. Which one is it? I forget. Custom. Is it custom? There's another element. I freaking forgot which one it is, though. Is it inside of here? No. I forget the other element. Oh. Man, I forget that part. Copy. Okay, so let's come over to here. Present. Table of contents is 1, so that's our entire file, I'm assuming. Whoa, there's a church over here that's that big? I didn't know that. Wow. I had no idea. So that's going there. Okay, let me just make sure this. There's us. /web. Okay. Alright, I think we're all good here. There's something else, but I can't. I'm gonna have to call him up and ask him how he did that. That's a pretty cool little thing that he had going on. I don't know where he was getting that URL, but we can, I don't know if it was it this one. Let me go see here. Let me see here. Because there's a way, and then he was embedding it, and I want to ask him. I'm going to have to message Eric and see how he was doing it. Because he put me onto this. It's pretty sick. And I don't mind showing you guys. He just showed me the other day. Maybe it is that. Let's go check and double check. Let's go see if we can embed that quick. Yeah, there's something that he did. I don't know how he manipulated it. Yeah, he did something. I'm going to have to talk to him and see. I'll jam it into the training. But let's go over here and mess with lens now quick. But I got the KML, which is what I was after, which is perfectly fine. Let's go in here to lens. Okay, I'm going to have to do this one on my other computer. So I'll do this on the other computer. We'll play with that on the other computer. I'll have to record that from the other section. But let's go in here and start stacking up some of these maps. Photos. We'll do that in the... Alright, I'll take care of that in the other section. And then we'll get in here and we're going to create... And you can also get some do follows in here. So I guess this is a bonus section for some of you, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing. Some people are, some people aren't. So okay. Here, let's do some of the stack. Let me so snazzy maps, build a map. Okay. Come back over here. Nope. 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 Yes. Copy. Go here. We're going to have to take some of this off of here. Paste. Search for a location. Longitude, latitude. Chris Palmer Marketing. Wait, let's do the fast and easy ones actually. Why mess around? I don't know about that one. I've never seen this one before. You know what? I think the only one I'm gonna add in is I'm gonna add the Harvard one, which I'm not gonna do publicly, because I don't want to sit here and play with these. Easy Map Maker, that's a pretty good one. Definitely gonna add the Harvard one only because I know where it's attached to and I know how it works. All right. Let's get into it. I guess let's just bang this out here. Let's do it. I'm just gonna stick to the script. 9 views, huh? Interesting. I don't know which one I stacked. Okay, so that one's linking up, I'm assuming. Okay, and when I come inside of here, okay, so that's a KMZ. This is a .kmz. How come it's not changing for us here? Okay. Okay. So add that description in. Alright, so I guess, alright, let's do this section. I just don't feel like doing this right now, I guess. 6:30. Should I just do it? I guess I should just do it. Just do it now because this is the next hardest section. Yeah, but I don't feel like doing it, so it's not gonna... Alright, let's just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Alright, so... first and foremost, we have to come inside of here. Let me take a look at this one. I want to see which one I filled out the most. Alright, so it looks like... did I fill them all out? There's the folder and the folder. So I probably did this one. Nope. Alright, let's stack these up. Alright, so I guess we could go ahead and do that. That needs to be changed. That's for certain. Okay, I'm happy about that. Grab the link, copy, come back over here. I don't know why I put that in there. All right. So there's the link. That's just the one. Okay, so I think we have this set fine. So what I'll do is I will just create, can I still, I need to shove some more words inside of here. Let's go inside of here and edit this sucker quick here. And then this, I think I should have my best ones here. Yeah. Okay, copy that. And then just throw those in there. Where's the rest of them? Okay. Give me this. Just give me all these. Copy. Paste. Save. Can't save. Why won't you let me save it? Too many? Alright. Is 3,600 too many? Is it going to tell me where it's at? Where's the sheet at? Is it going to yell at me? Yes, it is. Alright, so come back into here. yelling at me. 10, I am the viewer. I need to put some in here. You're killing me here. I guess we'll just go with the 10. I don't know. I don't really want to do that. I forget what the count is. So let's just add this in here. I guess we should figure that out. I don't know. I don't really want to at this present moment. Alright, did you let me save them? Alright, so I guess those are the best. They're up at the top. Alright, now let's go to share. Enable link sharing. Public. Everyone on the internet can find and access. Copy that link. I don't know about that. Okay, let me see. Did that change? Drive sharing. Okay. Change. Anyone with the link. Done. Okay, now, is that done? I think I got it where it needed to be. Save. Okay, so title first with NAP. Link with keywords. The values in the title. The stack is the service. So best SEO. Alright, so this rename this, delete, and delete. Okay, so this is delete. Okay. So let's go in there and we're gonna do save, rename, share, preview, add layer, base map, add the pin. I don't think that the pin is it. Let me see, is that? Okay, so SEO consultation, and then if I come over here, copy and paste, save. Okay. So this needs to be on the exact same thing. Where are you? Where are you? There she is. All right. Okay. And then, Chris Palmer, we have that. We're going to add this. This one is Pennsylvania. Save. Yup. Just like that. Save it. And then grab this. And we're just PENSYLVANIA. Pennsylvania, USA. Okay. And that is good to go. Alright, so add the map. And that ought to do it. So inside of Pennsylvania, I think that's it. Okay. Now, individual styles, we have Pennsylvania in there. Pennsylvania, SEO training, and SEO consultants. Consultant on this. Well, S is the one I've been running with, so we're going to go SEO. Okay, so SEO training, Pennsylvania, and then the, I need one more layer. Okay, this is going to be okay, save, So I have Pennsylvania. I have that. Oh. They're not giving that up, huh? Okay. SEO services. Okay, we'll save that one in there. Okay, so I guess that'll give out what I'm after here. I think that pretty much should describe everything that I need. This is the one that I'm concerned with primarily. I did this just as a bonus. And then you can just come over here. And now that we have this one done, is this the main one? No, it is not. Okay, is this the main one? Okay, that's the main one. Good, 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 good. Now we're able to come in here and stun. Okay, perfect. So SEO training, did the main state, our main association, and then we have the services. Okay, but the main one that I'm concerned with is this one right here. And then I have my main URL. This is the main title, and this is all that matters, really. And then I've put my primary keywords inside of there. All right, so okay, so now let's go ahead and grab this quick so we can make our explanation of what it is and why. We're going to come over here, we're going to go over here, we're going to go up here, we're going to paste this in here, and we're going to zoom in. Oh wait, I want to show this, and then this and this are going to be side by side. Okay. All right. Now you're probably wondering, Chris, why did you add these extra ones? Because there's no value. I did that only to prove a point. And just so I can write that, and just so I could do it one time. And I'm going to explain that right now. All right. Okay. Then you'll have the guys with the bots making all the pins, and they're just wasting time. All right. So what we're going to do is this, which is 1, right? So that's number 1. And the most important, number 1, which is actually over here. Okay. So then you have your title, okay, which is the most important element. The first one is the only one that matters. It's not having all the extra little pins or all the little layers. The only thing that matters is the actual file. The reason why I put them all into one was to demonstrate exactly what I was getting after. And what I'm getting after is whatever is listed on your Google My Business. For me, let's just say it's training, services, consultation. You get what I'm saying? And the state, or whatever is prominent to you, whether you want to do the country, whether you want to do a state, whether you want to do towns, your service area, whatever makes sense to you needs to be built within. You know what? I shouldn't explain it that way, because then knuckleheads are going to think that that's how it needs to be done. So no, don't do that. Don't do that, Chris, because then they're going to think that that's the way it needs to look. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, because that's not what should be done. So here, Chris Palmer marketing is going to be, that's it. It's got to repeat whatever the original is, but that's not the importance. The importance is the headline folder. So if I explain it that way, they're going to think that's how it needs to be created, and I shouldn't do that because that's wrong. Because then they're going to think that that's how it needs to be. And it's not at all. So I need to recant. I was going to use it for explanation for the video, but inside of the PDF, they're going to be people are going to be confused. And that's not it makes sense. Just because it makes sense to me doesn't mean that it makes sense. Which I've found over time. Maybe I shouldn't be recording it as I'm thinking out loud. I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to document this. I mean, hey, if somebody wants to watch me, I mean, that's awesome. I want, I'm happy to share how I think about these things, I guess. I don't know. I thought it would be fun. It's probably boring to some of you, and some of you might maybe like to see someone else's process. I don't know. This is how I think about things, and who knows? I don't know. You could be bored, and you're like, hey, let's hang out with Chris. You want to see what Chris is doing? I don't know. I used to watch people. I still do, but I don't necessarily watch. I'll listen, All right. So let's number these. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to number this 4. And this is actually within here, because that's the most important. And then the layer repeats whatever the main file is, which is number 5, which is what I was trying to... I was thinking about it totally wrong. I shouldn't do it that way. I'll explain it in the video. I'll show the setup in the PDF. All right. Now let's take this. That's how I'm going to do it. I think it'll make more sense to actual humans and not just Chris Palmer. All right. Okay, so actually this is before. I guess it doesn't matter the order. I mean, as long as you have your other folders, I guess it could go calendar if you want to set your calendar up. But I didn't even discuss the website yet, so it doesn't fit in order. But I could fix that later, so that's perfectly fine. So let's what we're gonna do here is this is the my maps. All right. All right, this is format. We need to go in here and make this a title. Here, let's go over and answer any questions if you have any. Apply title. Make this purple. Make it bold. Okay. I'm sorry to make you guys sit through my... I guess you don't have to. I mean, it's... Hey, Mindsaw, how are you, buddy? Brett. I should say. Chris. Urination break? Yes. We'll catch the rest of the video. Yeah, Chris, I'm literally just documenting. I'll probably hop off. Chris, are you using word clouds for your keywords in your artwork? OCR is real. OCR is real, but I'm not worried about it for this. Listening, yeah. Cool. I'm glad it's not too boring. I think it's fun to document things. All right. So we're at my maps. Let's go ahead and I think, yeah, I have that here. So here, let's make that a little smaller so you could see it. Because I think when I transfer the stuff over... Oh, that's why. Oh, it's because they're so small. Hopefully you guys can see that. Alright, so... Alright, KML files. Let's go to Google Earth now. And then what we're going to do is launch Earth. Okay. All right, so let's do this portion first, and then I will add the second portion second. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't have that open on the last one. Oh my gosh, dude. Flippin' knucklehead. Oh, I got the KML, so let's just take that real quick here. That's over here. It's this one, right? Yeah, it's an XML document. So let's preview. Is that gonna let me in there? I bet you that's how he was doing it. I guarantee you that's exactly how he was doing it. I bet you he took that. I wonder, I'm going to have to talk to Eric on that. I wonder if he was embedding this. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to him. Okay. So let's come into here. Okay. We're going to record this part and add it in as a section, and then we're going to do the My Map, because I did the setup for the My Map first, because it's multiple portions. It's one map at a time. The value isn't in all the pins, just so we're all square, right? The value isn't having multiple pins in the same URL map. The value is creating multiple My Maps. Multiple instances containing multiple keywords. It's one map, one URL, one file. That means that's only one map, one URL, one file that I could build links to and stack up inside of a folder. It's still only one with a bunch of pins in it, but it only counts as one. One entity that's based on one keyword. That doesn't work for us, right? We deserve more. So the value isn't in creating all of the layers and all of the pins. That's not where the value is. Because when you go and you check and you search for one keyword, the map doesn't show up for multiple keywords. It only shows up for what that initial map was set up for. Right? You guys have seen this. It is what it is. Google only looks at it as the one. So if Google's only counting it for one, then I'm going to create one for every keyword that's relevant to me. But more importantly, I'm going to walk you through. I set them up now to be primary keyword, brand name, right? Primary services that are listed within my Google My Business. So not the services that you wrote in there custom, but the services that your primary categories. So internet marketing service. We want to start making associations that Google assumes as an entity or as an association. So internet marketing service, marketing agency, this is for me now. Web design, right? These types of entities are associating with me and my brand inside of my folder that is my Map folder, okay? I'll explain the mini stacks to you. Well, probably not in this stream, but it'll be in the training. I hate to be that way, but I mean, I can only do this for so long. I just had some time right now. I'm trying to hear if my dog's... I thought he was barking, but he's not. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's do this portion of it, and then we'll move on. All right, so let me explain this now. So that's why I set that. I did the pre-work first so I could walk through the video and explain what was happening, okay? And then we're going to do the PDF together. But let's take care of Earth because it's relatively simple and easy. Plus, I already have the KML because I already did the work, okay? So here we go. Hello and welcome back to the training. So in this video, we will be discussing a portion of the My Map or the map stack. Now, this particular portion is going to be regarding Google Earth. Now, within Google Earth, we are able to generate a XML type /KML format file for inside of our My Map or map mini stack. All right, this is another way for us to add more relevance to the actual folder. So the exact same setup or the exact same process that you're going to do over on My Maps, you're also going to do the same exact setup inside of Google Earth. All right. So let me go ahead and just briefly walk you through how you would generate a KML and associate this into your stack. All right. So first and foremost, what you will need to do is you will need to go to a google.com/earth. You will launch a page that looks like this. Once you're on this page, the very first thing that we will want to do is you will want to, I thought it was going to be there. You will want to create an XML file, okay? Now, once inside of here, we will go here. All right, we're creating an XML file now. So once you're inside of here, you're going to follow the same exact process as all your other files. Now, what I mean by associating just like you did for My Maps is you've created multiple My Maps. You're going to do the same thing over here and generate XML files. We're just making associations. That's it, all right? We're just utilizing yet another very powerful resource brought to us by our good friends at Google, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here. We're going to add our title in, and for sake of video and time and length, I'm just going to do this quickly. So inside of here, what you're going to put is going to be the brand name. You're going to put in your name, address, and phone number, and then you're going to put your keywords, all right? So what you're going to do is you're just going to grab your keywords, you're going to copy them, you're going to bring them over here, okay? So you'll put this, you'll go like this, paste that inside of here, and then what you need to do is you want to do, again, you want to associate two separate things. You want to associate of course, your Google website or your Google site. So we're going to copy that link. We're going to bring it over here to Google Earth, and we are going to go ahead and implement that into here. Paste that in. And then along with that is going to be our link list. Okay. So, or our keyword list. So we have our primary keyword, name, address, phone number. We have the link to our site, all right, our Google site. Don't link to your any property. And then we're going to associate our primary keywords or a list of keywords, completely up to you. The next piece is we want to grab, or you want to grab your main folder, all right, your primary folder URL, all right. So go ahead and grab that, and we want to associate the entire folder. So the whole drive, you want to go ahead and throw that in there as well, okay? Okay. Now, once that is done, we want to go ahead and scroll on down or go up here, and we want to go up to the top, and now we need to export as an XML file. Now, once you've exported that as an XML file, you will head over to your drive, okay? All right, you'll be presented with this particular screen. Now, inside of your drive, you will want to go ahead and upload. So you'll right click and upload that file. Now the file is going to be the XML file that we have just created within Google Earth. Later on, we'll add this to our mini map stack folder, but for now, just add it into the drive. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'll see you then. All right, so that's going to take care of that. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to go to videos. So I guess we could call this one 9. Google Earth. The only reason I'm doing Earth, and I like to associate this, is because it's given me a KML file. It's like an XML file. It's basically a freaking file, you know. It's an XML. I mean, it is what it is. It's like an XML, I should say. All right, so that's going to wrap up that particular walkthrough. The only thing I want to do is I want to add that to the PDF. So I don't know if you guys see that. Wow, that's so strange. Add the project. All right, so I've recreated that project. Now let's go over here. And I should redo it now that I could see that this is here. All right, let's recalculate that. Plus, this looks really cool. Hello and welcome back to the training. So in this video, we will be discussing an addition to the My Maps. So we will create a KML file based on Google Earth. We're going to Is this inside of here? Let's make sure that I have all this. Let me come back over here quick. Downloads. Okay. Did I click the button? I did. Okay. Wonderful. Good job, Chris. Hello and welcome back to the training. So in this video, we will be associating a Google Earth KML file into our My Maps mini folder. So this is basically an add-on or an addition to the initial map stack. All right. So what we will need to do is go to google.com/earth. Once you're inside of there, you will launch Google Earth, and you'll be brought and presented to a screen that looks kind of similar to this, other than me being over here. So you'll be more brought to a page that looks like this. The very first thing that you will need to do is go up here. You will want to type in your business name or anything that's associated with your brand, business, or service. It could also be an unverified listing. Hint, hint, hint. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bring up our particular listing. And I want you to take note of this. All right. If you go into here, what is it displaying here? What is this? Okay. This is actually a direct association with your Google My Business. All right. We have the hours here. Everything is already here. It's already in place. All right. They've already connected the dots. So what we're going to do is we're going to add that to a project. Okay. Look at. They're taking the photos from Google My Business. Look at, everything's already associated. You see what I mean? So what we need to do now then is we want to come up here. We are going to go to projects. And inside of projects, new feature, add this, product title, add to the project. Let's make sure it added it. We want to add that into our project. Let me make sure it's inside of here. Do I have the project in here? Map style, clean, yes. Okay, I think everything is golden here. Yes. No, I want to add the custom stuff. I want to add the custom stuff. Add it to the project. Back. feature, add a place mark, select location, add to project, add it to here, save it, Chris Palmer, okay, new feature, add place mark, same exact place, SEO consulting, save it, I should have a nice little stack here. We'll go one more time, add place mark, I'm going to throw that right inside of here. No, it's just service, save. Okay. Oh my gosh. I guess we could go with this one. It doesn't really matter to me. This one. This one. Copy it. Bring it over here. Paste this one. This one. This one. Alright, now this. Yes. Perfect. Okay. No, that's not what I need. All right, now export that bad boy. There you go. Now let me take a look at that. Oh, okay. Now that is beautiful. Okay. Now let's talk about it, because that's even more robust. All right, let's fire that up one more time. Now that we have it fully filled out, let's go ahead. Hello and welcome back to the training. So in this video, we will be discussing an addition to your My Map mini stack folder. All right, so this is Google Earth. We're just going to create yet another KML file for within the folder stack. All right, so this is just another association, another Google property that's very powerful that we want to go ahead and add in to the stack. All right, so let's go ahead and do that now. All we have to do quite easily is inside of our menu here. All right, in the left-hand side, once you go here, you go to Launch Earth, you'll be presented with this particular screen. The next piece that we need to do is we want to click on the mile marker. You will click on New Project, and you're going to create a KML file, okay? Once you do that, you'll be presented to a screen that looks like this. Now you're going to follow the exact same formula that you did before. It's going to be primary keyword with name, address, phone number as the title, all right? Now along with that, you're going to put it again in the description. You're going to put a link to the main folder that everything is housed in, and you're going to put a link to the Google site, all right? Same two associations as before. We're going to keep stacking these things up. We're always linking to those two elements. Always, always, always. Inside of there, we're going to list our primary keywords. For you, you probably have 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000, whatever you decide. That's what you're going to stick inside of here. We're also associating this. Now, what I want to point out to you is you can then add extra features. So you add a new feature. You'll add a place mark. I would recommend putting the same exact place. We're again adding relevance to the same location, to the same thing. And Google already knows what's here. Google knows who is here, what you're doing, okay? So all I'm doing on top of that is literally reinforcing exactly what they know. Internet marketing service, web design, marketing agency. I actually took away the other two. It's just marketing consultancy and internet marketing service, just two now. I might dwindle it down just to one, depending on the changes, okay? But with that being said, this is what you're adding inside of here, all right? You're only making the associations that make sense. You're stacking up the keywords, all right? Once you are done, you're going to export as a KML file. Once you export, as you can see, I've already exported a few here. You will come right over to your drive, and you will want to then right-click on the drive, your main drive folder, go into your main folder, right-click, upload a file, okay? You'll take the KML file that has been exported, and you will upload it to this file. What you will then be doing, all right, is you need to add that into your mini map stack, okay? So wherever that is for you, mine is here. You'll want to add that mini map in, all right? So that's going to go ahead and take care of Google Earth, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'll see you then. All right, I got to rock and roll. It's time for me to go. Thank you all so much. I have to go. I have companies here now. Thank you. Many blessings.